but to us, he's just Peter.
Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome. Been a long time since I did a live, but I'm back and still got a bit of a cold, so I might have a bit of a coffee fit. The technical issue I had was the fact that the lighting, which was working, the bulbs have just blown. So it's have to be kind of this kind of level of lighting. I'm trying to sort of do the best I can, but there you go. That'll have to do. That's all I've got. Welcome. I hope you're all wonderfully well. I hope everybody is feeling okay. Nice to see you all back. John Johnson, welcome. Don't worry. Mandy will be the playing out song at the end of the stream. Okay, just so you can have the pleasure of that one. So yes, hello. Right then, I just got to make sure everything's working. Yep, everything's good. We all good. Can you? I presume you can hear me. So that'll be a good start. So, I still have the worst flu last month before my birthday. I can't seem to shift this Sadako. It just doesn't want to go. Right then, I'm going to scroll all the way back to the beginning of the chat in this, and let's just say hello to everybody. So, hello Dante, hello Matthew, hello Sadako. I keep going. Hello Denise, welcome. Hello Carol, welcome. Hello Doka, welcome again. Hello Craig, welcome. Hello Little Kitty, hope you're well. Welcome. Am I missing anyone else? Let's keep going. Just checking. I think I've got pretty much everybody. Hello Martin. Hello Martin Knox, welcome. Hello Michael, welcome. Hello West Ham, evening. How you doing? You all good? Sorry if I made some of you feel sick after that, but it was valid. It was a valid thing. I'm glad everybody enjoyed that. Can't wait for the winter to go away, nor can I. Hello, Sharon. Welcome. Right then, I think Anthony, welcome. And Martin D, welcome. Right then, I think I've caught up with everybody. So, why do I think Starmer is dead and buried? I highly suggest honey and garlic as a genuinely fantastic recall. I find that honey Jack Daniels seems to be doing a really, really good job. That's just me. So, the reason why I genuinely feel that Keir Starmer is done is because, and it's an unusual one, but it has been noted. Yeah, I'm all right. Yeah, I'm all right, Jim. How you doing, my brother? You're right. Yeah, I'm all right. Oh, I'm great, kid. Jim, you all right? Yeah? Yeah? Great. It's something that people may not have noticed is the fact there has now been a sudden surge in membership to the Labour Party. Now, this isn't because everybody loves Keir Starmer and everybody loves the Labour Party, but it's because everybody can smell the blood. Everybody knows that it's coming to an end. There has been many, many conversations of an interim leader being announced very shortly. And the vote of no confidence, I think, will come in unless, of course, he resigns before then. He may do. He may go on temporarily on leave and have somebody else in charge. But I've seen this surge in memberships before. And every time it's when there's a new leadership election. And there is plenty of people who all of a sudden wish to get involved with the certain party. It happened with the Conservatives. It's happened with Labour. And I think that's probably the biggest indicator that this is it for Starmer. It's all done and dusted. It really is. It's over. Gone. No more. This parrot is dead. Oh, that lights fell down again. Hold on a minute. Let me just sort this out. Hello, Wu-Tang. No problem. If your dog needs to go, she needs to go. Can't argue with that. Not allowed to. All right, then. Let's get that there. Yeah, a little bit better light. Not awesome. I've got to sort that out. So, yeah. The Labour ship is definitely sinking. It's on its way down. They are on the Titanic and the orchestra is playing. It's how long it goes, I don't know. Now, obviously, Perhaps I've seen that with Starmer Mandel said so much. Craig Houston's channel couldn't stop laughing. It's mental, isn't it? It is. It's absolutely mental. It's genuinely mental. Yep, exactly, Matthew. We have seen this many times before when there is a sudden surge in memberships. It's because they know what's coming. They genuinely know what's coming. So new members are coming. It's probably. Be careful what you judge. Well, this is it. Hello, Chris. And this is the other issue, of course, is let's take a quick look at who's going to take place. We could have David Lammy. We could have Ed Miliband. We could have Angela Rayner, who, by the way, still hasn't paid back a tax bill. The level of incompetence is just absolutely mental. Hello, Spark Swain. Hello. Welcome. So, yeah. So, yes, getting rid of Keir Starmer isn't the greatest thing. Have you done up the man cave, Mr. J? The unit that used to be here has gone. I've took it away to make a bit more room, make it a little bit more less like I'm sitting like this while I'm doing it. So yeah, there was a cabinet here and it's all gone. Lammy would be the worst. Of course it is. Of course it is. It would be whoever gets in will be terrible. But you know what? I'm all for it. I hope you're all sitting down when I said that because that might cut you off the hop. But I'm all for it. Evening JFP, welcome. Because whoever it is will just accelerate the demise of the Labour Party. Now, some people have asked, can they call an election? No, they won't call an election. We've had it all before. The Conservatives changed leaders how many times? There was no election. They can't call for an election. And then the new person comes in, can't really call for an election in any case. The only person who could do anything is the king, and he's unlikely to do anything. Shabin would be worse to bring in Sharia. Well, Sharon, this is why I'll be glad whoever gets him, because they're just going to accelerate their own demise. They will collapse. Absolutely collapse. That's true. Please like, share, and subscribe. Remember to wash behind your ears. There can go spuds in there. Well done, Britain, you idiots. You let this filth in. Well, did we? You see, we didn't. In some respects, we didn't. But I've always maintained, and before the election, I maintained that it didn't matter who voted. If Conservatives stayed in, it would have gone even slower, but we'd still be in the same place. The Labour Party just would accelerate it, and that's absolutely true. Big ears, King. No. The names you read is like the weird top 10 we used to see on TV and radio. It's true. It's true. The king, the traitor. Chucky's a Muslim, converted back in the 80s. Totally agree. Yes, I understand what you're on about. Operation Looking Glass. There you go, you see? Alternate realities. It would explode a Sharia law brought in. See what I mean? Do you see the point? Do you see why I would be quite happy with whoever gets in? Because it's just going to destroy it. Excuse me while I blow my nose. I've still got this stupid bloody thing that won't go away. Yeah. Sorry about that. We didn't the stinking government did. Yep, absolutely. You see, I get the point. Everybody goes, oh, well, you lot voted me in. Well, if you actually go through the system, 80% of the United Kingdom didn't vote for Keir Starmer. But because we have a shit first past the post system and over 60% of the population just didn't vote because what was the point? That's how we got it. That's how it ended up. They said try and ban dogs and bake it. Go to be. It will. The thing is, this is what I another term the Tories wouldn't be bad. I can't imagine they'd be this bad. Look, we have to get this into our heads that Conservative, Labour, Liberal Democrat, Greens, kind of, and Reform, they're all the same. They're all members of the same club. You're going to get the same of everybody. Trump has been greatly disappointing me lately. Yeah, it is. But then again, I think I'll cover that in another video, how I feel about Trump, but not on this one. No, we didn't. Tony brought back. Yep, this is true. The beginning of all this is it's nothing to do with Starmer really. Now it's all to do. This was all started way back in Tony Blair's era when we were all idiots, and a lot of people were idiots then. Then they were definitely idiots to vote them in, and that was the end of that, which is not nice, but it is what it is, I guess. So I do believe that we are going to be seeing the end of it all. Yep, they do. That's it. They all sing the same hymn. They all sing from the same hymn sheet. Absolutely spot on. Absolutely spot on. You see, we're given the illusion of a choice to vote. And if we want to go sort of down the Trump line, in America, it's definitely just a two-party state. They also knew, the government knew, the elitists knew that that people were losing or getting disinterested in politics. So they presented you or presented them with a outsider who was standing up for you and your country, and they voted him in. And then just take a few moments to think about what similarities there are in this country right now. Well, the thing is, people, yeah, you're right, people didn't go out and vote. But then again, can you blame anyone when there doesn't seem to be any point? When you all know whoever you vote for, you're going to get the same shit, so there's no problem. So as we're back, if Stalin was going, he would have already gone. I just think they're playing this had already been planned out. Maybe Wu-Tang. Now, at the latest, he'll stay till May, because obviously May, when they have the elections, the ones that they'll actually allow, they'll be destroyed, and then they can blame him. But he's on his way out, absolutely. Can I ask, what is your view of the Amelia character? Amelia character. This is what happens when you create somebody who is the archetype of right wing, and we live in an age of AI. Amelia is a brilliant idea. It's hardly surprising it came to bite him in the back up in the ass, and I'm all for Amelia. And as somebody should start an Amelia party, I guess. Perhaps somebody already has. I don't know. And also civil service. Yeah, civil service. The thing is, whoever gets in, whichever unit gets in, whichever colour tie gets in, the civil service don't change. So you're just going to get the same again. Unless you deal with the civil service, you're never going to get a change in politics. Be right back. I've got to get some drink. But we'll carry on. Gob's telling me my girlfriend's parents always said Starmer won't last long. He won't. He's hanging in there. I don't know how he's hanging in there with all the stuff, but as the saying goes, it's all planned, isn't it? All planned. All planned. Yeah, the game with Amelia, I mean, you know straight away what it's going to be like when the character Charlie is a they, them. Yeah. If Spice don't go in, then we'll have to. I agree, Carol, but the only time that we, the people, will be able to do that is an election, because trying to get people to get out on the street and do something, it's impossible, because people just won't. People just won't. I won't say I didn't vote for this. I certainly voted the bollocks. I'm all for Amelia. If she was real and I wasn't married. Well, yeah, absolutely. And America is a good example of what happens to the left in America is happening now. In the Britain, I agree. Oh, the chat's alive tonight. Sorry if I can't keep up with you. Sack the civil service, they're all blessed. But civil service is the reason we're in the situation we are. And nothing else. I think it goes back further than Tony Blair, John Major was. Well, at best, if we actually go and take our time to really genuinely look, you can really, if you do look hard enough, you could take it all the way back to the end of World War II, which is when it all started. Hello, Stephen. Welcome. And thanks for that comment. So I think the next week is going to be very interesting. I mean, they're desperately trying to bury the Mandelson thing. I mean, the thing is, it's also a great distraction from the fact that they've been caught out about fiddling the figures for the waiting lists, because the vast majority of people, and the reason the waiting lists have dropped is because, well, yeah, people have died while waiting on them. So we get all of this distraction. I'm very impressed with the left waffer and their ability to try and spin this any way they can. I mean, wow, it's worse with Boris Johnson. Boris Johnson really technically lost his job over a piece of cake. And somehow eating a piece of cake is worse than being associated with a known paedophile and sex trafficker. Still trying to figure out how that one is. Evening, you Robert Payne. Welcome. Hello, E-Track Trading. Welcome. How you doing? Are we doomed? No, we're not doomed yet. Not yet. Soon, but not right now. As you know, my wife's Chinese. In a couple of your live streams, I've seen them. As you know, she can't get YouTube in China. She's just put you like on it. Thank you very much, Martin. And you make sure she doesn't do anything naughty in China. Not the best place to be doing it. Amelia's a great character from the government game that bites the government in the ass. Well, they left it open. Hello, Stephen. They left it wide open. They're not the brightest sparks in the book. Let's be brutally honest. Waiting is hard. 3 years. We went several. Exactly, little kitty. People, I know. My mom, for instance, Mama G, she's now been on the waiting list for 5 years to see a heart specialist. So much for waiting lists going down. Hello, Cuban Pete. Welcome, sir. Tic tac, never give up, never surrender. Wise words. Wise words. Apathy is a big part of people. Exactly. Well, the whole idea of apathy, it's created and cultivated. ECHR out, civil service out, government bank England out, police service course to be completely reformed. Great show. Thank you very much. And I absolutely 100% agree with everything you just said there. Absolutely 100%. And that just shows you the level of work that needs to be done. It really does. Good evening, Just a Gog. Welcome. Some new names here I've not seen before. Thank you and welcome. And of course, welcome to all the new subscribers that recently joined the channel. It's absolutely awesome to have you on board. I hope you enjoy our little community. You'll be more than welcomed by our my regulars. And you'll see that we're a fairly decent bunch of people in here. We really, really are. I mean, at the moment, as you can see on the screen, we've got what? 2 on Rumble, 1 on Locals, 70 on YouTube. I've got 6 on X, and absolutely no idea who's watching on Facebook because it doesn't tell you, but it is what it is. PM apologise, someone lying to him. That's not admitting any fault. No, Robert, it's not. What that apology was like, oh shit, I'm in trouble. I'm going to pretend that I actually give a toss. He doesn't care. And let's be brutally honest, if he can stand there and apologise for all the things that happened to the Epstein victims, what about the victims in his own bloody country? Oh, total silence on that. In fact, they voted against an investigation. Well, hello, Stranded Cord. You're new here. Welcome. Thank you. Thanks for joining us. And welcome. Penelope gave me hope today. Speech was the best I've seen in years. I haven't yet seen it, Carol, but I will be doing very, very shortly. Same problem, chatting rid of corruption. Everything's corrupt in this country. I promise I'll be good. We'll take your word for it. But welcome. My Facebook on there is right. My Facebook. Oh, hold on. I've clicked on the wrong thing. That doesn't help. My Facebook is. Let's see if I can. Go on, all. My Facebook is. It'll be. Right, I'll put it out there. That's there you go. The Gobster. That is my Facebook handle. Is it handle? Jesus, I sound like a CB operator. It's my handle. Good buddy. No, but that's what it is, because somebody got the Gobster, so I had to have the Gobster. Makes it up. Absolutely mental. Gobster before Christmas, I found out I have a brain tumour, so I'll be waiting for ages. Craig, I'm so sorry to hear that, my friend. I really am. I know you let me know and you messaged me. We're here for you. If you, we're all here, and I really genuinely hope. I've just found out that my sister has got, non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, usual blood cancer. She's got to start chemo very soon. So it's just terrible. So I've just put it up on the screen as well. That's the my handle on Facebook. Okay, if you're interested. And down below on YouTube will all be the links. I need to get all the links down here on Rumble as well. Meanwhile, the farmers kill themselves with death tax. Absolutely, Robert. No apology there either. See, very. See, if he's apologising for that one particular thing, it's because he's got caught. He doesn't care. Never has done. Yeah, it's Shieldwall on his other account. So, like the cut of your jib, lad. Well, welcome and thank you so much for your kind words. Much appreciated. Oh, thanks for that. I'll be right back. All right, then. On Facebook, probably. Let's have a look at this. My local MP popped up a question time and Starmer praised her for all the good work on e-bikes being a danger. I've been reporting this for over a year with no knowledge whatsoever. It doesn't surprise me. Nothing surprises me now. Yeah, I think we all agree that if you are religious, I think we should let's all pray for Craig. Yeah, because we do. We all look after each other and love each other in this community, and we're all here for each other. March relates to Keir Starmer and pain his face. Really, your heart aches for Keir Starmer. Well, okay. Well, if that's how you believe, that's fine. That's your belief and that's your opinion. I think you're deluded, but that's the way it is. There's no apathy. They don't care unless they get caught. Well, that's the same with anyone who's in charge. I said this: the NHS is seriously training UK to the education. Yeah, well, of course. Well, of course, that doesn't surprise me at all. Yeah, we all hope everything goes well for your family. Thank you very much. I think Starmer's finished, but I fear his replacement will leave this year. Hello, Jeff. And yes, it will, but I want it to be that because that'll be it then. It's bad now. It'll just collapse. It really will collapse. It'll be dodgy. It'll be even worse than it is now, but slowly catchy monkey. Hello, PD. We can hope, God, we can hope this time we could be found over a body of blood coming non-stop. Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. Wouldn't be surprised. Again, completely agree. They are pushing us to a point where mercy will not be an option. It's sad that it's like that. Excuse me. It really is sad, though, to be fair, that we got there. Thank you, Martin. Much appreciated. Yes, that's right. A fifth person was arrested in the Ukrainian Red Boy thing, the thing that's gone silent, which, if it's gone silent, stinks of a super injunction, which I can't talk about or acknowledge exists because that's me getting into trouble. So apparently, maybe, could be, possibly. Oh, no, don't even go there. Don't even. It's just madness. Just absolute madness. What do you think of Sharon Osbourne standing for Brum? Mixed emotions. You see, I liked Ozzy Osbourne. Obviously, I'm a Brummie. And Ozzy's a legend. Sharon, on the other hand, not so much. Hello, John. And can't disagree with you, mate. Genuinely can't disagree with you. Absolutely 100%. But of course, deflection and smoke screens and mirrors are something that governments love to put up. Starmer's more. It's very true. Allegedly, of course. Allegedly. Must put the allegedly there. Get into trouble if you don't put the allegedly there. Really do. I don't think you can either. I think up until recently, with all the things going on, maybe. But now there's a sudden surge in Labour memberships. That usually happens when they know something's coming. The Pet Shop Boys. Really? Look them up on YouTube. Great band. Love the Pet Shop Boys. So Starmer's in trouble. It's not going to go away. The left are trying to spin it. You've got Kemi Badenoch calling for his resignation, supporting Labour MPs. In the Question Times, you had people like Angela Rayner and other MPs basically throwing Keir Starmer under the bus because Keir Starmer wanted the investigation to be led by his best mate. You don't get to mark your own homework. Jackson, that's absolutely fine. I disagree. He gets everything he deserves. 100%. 100% he gets absolutely everything he deserves. The only thing that I did not agree with what was said to him was people sort of having a go about his brother dying from cancer. That there is a line on everywhere, and that's a line too far. But everything else, sorry. The misery he's steeped upon people. I mean, it's like, for instance, there's the minimum wage going up. The minimum wage rise that I get has been wiped out by my projected council tax and water rates. It's gone. So that's paid for them, but not my energy bills, not my internet, not my phone bills, not any of that. Is what else? Not my food. That. So no, absolutely no. Go love Iron Maiden. Pet shops are brilliant. This is very true. It is going to get way worse before it gets better. Or is it just going to get very bad without no pushback? No, I think it will accelerate. I genuinely do. Because if Labour keep their pay dry until May elections, so the replacement doesn't get tarnished with that too, so the PM could resign to mess up their plan. Again, Robert, I absolutely agree with your analysis there. You see, we've got this, there's a power struggle going on right now. It's quite obvious something's going on. So it'd be interesting to see. Yeah, well, Starmer he will. Starmer will attack anyone who he sees as an opponent. He made sure Burnham couldn't get in. He's managed to get rid of the Ginger Minge. And now he's going for that. It's just, wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me at all. Jerry thought the leader of the then Liberal Party was right over the coals when caught with a rent boy back in the day. Now it seems mandatory. Well, yeah, because they'll just go, well, it's his thing. Sympathy for the devil is like sympathy. Yes, exactly. 100%. I have zero sympathy for that man. Except, of course, him losing his brother to cancer. That's horrendous. And to me, personally, that kind of thing's the line I won't cross. I genuinely won't. How come so many men don't anything about being a dirtbag? They know they're dirtbags and they care not to change. I agree. I also say there's plenty of women who are the same. So, let's not go down that route. We're all the same. Men get shit on as well as by women, as well as women get shit on by men. It is what it is. I know, another more money. £5.50 for the BBC. Yep, going up to £180 a year for a TV licence. 100%. Yeah, I mean, he could power his own methane station, mate. He could keep the bills down himself, couldn't he? He really could. Yeah, I agree, Matthew. There's a lot more to come out. A lot more. The question is, how much more will he take before he goes? And will he go, or will he have to be dragged out? Now, he strikes me as the guy who you'd have to drag out kicking and screaming. But we'll have to wait and see. I agree. And yes, there must be a super injunction in place, but I can only say allegedly, because if you talk about a super injunction, because you know a super injunction is in place, you're in breach of that super injunction. So, allegedly, yeah. I agree, and he's definitely trying to do that. Again, agreed. It's absolutely, I mean, for instance, my first wife left me and went to live with another man and left me on my own with two kids, a 2-year-old and a 3-year-old, to look after myself. She just upped and left, and because consequently she wanted her life back. So it goes both ways. It goes both ways. Neither sex is better than any other, except of course in sport. Good question. That is a very good question. I'm not sure. I'm not really looked into it, to be fair. Might be a good idea. Yep, that's another £6. Very useful for all those dodgy fire sticks. Sorry, allegedly. I'm surprised Jeff don't have the Starmer, but 3 billion, yeah. Yeah, it's very true. Absolutely correct, Robert. I mean, although I don't see the Conservatives getting back in power, I must admit recently I have been quite impressed with the way Kemi Badenoch has dealt with the issues. The only problem, of course, is she's not of English birth, so as a woman, I'm ashamed of something. See, the thing is, as we go on to the sex thing, it's like everything in the world, isn't there? There are genuine, honest, hard-working, good people. Yeah, and then there's the bad eggs, and that's in everything: sex, religion, skin color, whatever. And the problem is if you have a bad experience, you're going to tar everybody with the same brush, and you shouldn't do that. You really shouldn't do that. Should I stay or should he go now? Absolutely. Hello, Terry. Welcome. Welcome. I know, Matthew. I know that. You try and tell Mrs. G. Yeah. Well done, lad. My brother-in-law married his sis. He's missing over 2 boys and 2. Thank you. See, it happens. It happens. It happens to everybody. It doesn't matter about your sex, whether you're male or female. It happens. Yeah. Don't put yourself on a pedestal and say we're better than this, we're better than that, because it just doesn't work like that. It really doesn't. Agree. I do. I mean, I must admit, Kemi's doing a great job, but yeah. This year, something I've noticed you in a different place. Looks cold. I have somewhere. Oh no, it's in the house now. I've moved my whiskey into the house. Mainly because I just sit here and get absolutely piddled. Absolutely. Immutable characteristics do not define individual character, do they? Evening, Dadu. Welcome. If Starmer had been dragged out of Downing Street, who do you think it will do it? Because I can't see the police doing it. Good point. I'll be honest, don't know. Be interesting to see. Yeah, that'd be nice if you could like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, and welcome to all the new subscribers that recently joined. You're more than welcome. There's lots of new names in the chat on this particular live stream. Thank you so much for coming in and having a chat. I hope you find the chat welcoming. We're a really good bunch of people here, and we look out for each other and that. And even if people come in with different opinions, that's absolutely fine. As long as you're respectful, that's fine. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion, and that's absolutely awesome. Happened to me single with 3. My husband was violent. And Sharon, I'm so sorry to have heard that. That's not an easy thing to get through. It really isn't. And kudos to you for getting through that difficult time in your life. It ain't easy. It's good. It's true, guys. I've been abused by men all my life, but a lot of women support and enable these men that are bad men. Exactly. We're not. Why people can't accept that? Well, I do know, because we live in a world where everything's got to be black and white. Really got to do something of that. again, completely agree. She's doing a great job of speaking out, but the services are screwed. They ain't never going to happen. Making a bacon sandwich, brown sauce. So take it from me. Absolutely, mate. I'm having a bacon sandwich when I finish the stream. So I'm going to get a bit peckish now. Agree. There's only really one decent politician, and that's Rupert Lowe. He's never stopped doing what he's doing. Big fan too. Only single malt, blended rubbish. I agree. I love single malt whiskey, but I'll be honest, I'm a bit more of a Jack Daniels fan, and you can blame the US Marines for that. I wasn't before, but afterwards I get it. We are spreading. Yeah, we are. Hello, James. I've just discovered you. Thank you very much for joining me. You're more than welcome. Now, I did a video about being suppressed by YouTube, but I'm going to do another video about that because in reality, it's not. It's YouTube because YouTube is, well, yeah. But we'll sort that out. But thank you so much. Thank you very much for joining, and I hope you enjoy yourself here. Welcome. Yeah, Spain allowing 500,000 illegal citizenship. Well, that'll happen, yeah. I guarantee you, 100%. That's guaranteed it's going to happen, yeah. Well, I don't understand the Labour Party is there for the common man and woman. The trade union have got a lot of power in voting in their silence. Labour used to be for the working man. It ain't now. It genuinely ain't now. It hasn't been for a long time. Hello, Tom. Tom, 1, 2, 3, over on Rumble. Too much pride blurs vision. Absolutely correct. Having too much pride can cause a lot of issues. Sometimes you have to swallow that pride. Sometimes you have to sit and say things that you know is going to be unpopular with certain sections of society. I've already been called a nasty backstabber, etc., because of the video I did about Nigel Farage. You know, it is what it is. Hello, Lionel Stokey. Simon threatened his fellow MPs for the general election. Yeah, but the problem with that is, was it Steve Bartlett, barrister? Go on his channel. He does, what's it called? Not congressional, constitutional law, and he can't call one. He can't call one. He's not allowed to. Under the Constitution, he's not allowed to call another election. So it's a fake. For him to do that will actually show you how stupid and dumb and thick other Labour MPs are. It's actually, he can't call one. He can't call one because of that, because the King can just refuse it. So, but it wouldn't surprise me in the slightest, because he'll be going to their baser instincts knowing because they're all screwed if it happens. A great chat with like-minded people keeps everybody smiling when it's really over. Hopefully it will be. Yeah, hopefully it will be. I know it happens to both. Exactly. No one deserves it. Made me stronger. Absolutely. I'm so glad. So glad. Yeah, again, Robert Jenrick. Yep, absolutely. I saw that one, PD. And the reasons he gave were valid as far as I was concerned. The only two choices, divine order or human right. Can't disagree with that either. Really can't. Yes, I did. If anyone doesn't know what Andrew Bridgen's done, he's actually threatening to take Keir Starmer to court under the fraud law over what's happened with the Chagos Islands. Silver Fox Hot Takes did a great video on that. Go over and listen to that video. He does an absolutely brilliant one. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, but Keir Starmer and that broke the fraud law of 2006, I think it is. But yeah, go and see Silver Hot Takes. He's done a great video on it. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Who do you exactly want as Prime Minister? Well, there you go, Didu. You've asked the $10,000 question. Who do we want? Who would we like? And is there anyone really who could take that position that people would trust? You see, this is the problem we have. This is why in the last election, over 60% of people didn't turn up, because no one trusts politicians anymore. That is a very good question. Damn good question. Vance had a good conference today. Yeah, Jeff, I'm having a look at that a little bit later on when I go in a bit. Oh, if you're having your bloody homebrew, mate, you'll be unconscious in a bit. I like Jack Daniels with some bad hangovers from a touch. Yeah, Jeff, it does. Yeah, JD hangover. Oh, yeah, you know you've done it. It's your own fault now. It really is. The algorithm looks for keywords before it lets your videos on. The big thing that is the biggest surprise is the huge amount of new active users that are now on YouTube. They've got over 122 million active channels, over 50. I think it was 50 million hours, or 500 million hours. 50 million hours a minute is uploaded onto YouTube. That might have something to do with why we're all struggling, to be fair. You always like United Rich Part, local people, local issues, not some idiot from down south being parachuted in the Midlands. Well, absolutely. Why not? Could Clarkson be PM? I like Jeff. I do like Jeffrey. Who the fuck hell's Jeffrey Clarkson? I do like Clarkson. Possibly. Hold on a second. Yeah. Granddad wants you. Oh, well done. Hold on a minute. Oh, hello. Hello, mate. Sorry about that. I do apologise. Can you? I'm sure you managed to keep yourself singing amongst the thing. There you go, Stephen Barrett. That's who it was. Thanks, PD, for putting the link to his channel. Go there. If Stephen will explain exactly why an election can't be called. It's that's the way it is. Trump is spot on regarding Europe. Yep, absolutely. Yeah, that's exactly what I meant. Sorry. I mean, I just called Jeremy Clarkson Jeff. So, oh, thanks. Just another lie. Yep, absolutely, 100%. As I said, Lionel, if you go and see Stephen Barrett and his video, he explains how and the legal, because that's what he does. You know, he's a barrister. He will explain the legal reasonings why it can't be done. So yes, he's lying, which is nothing new from Keir Starmer. It's bloody cold. I wish it'd go away. I do apologise, everyone. Yeah, I'm sorry. I do keep it real. Live streams, pretty much like most of my videos, are in real life, IRL, I suppose what they call it. But yeah, just take a phone call. Sorry, but this is as people in the chat will explain to you. not only are these live streams on here for me to talk to you lot, they're also there as a community hub for you to talk to each other and talk about things. It doesn't have to be about what I'm talking about. We've had, and these people, wonderful people in the chat will tell you, we've had loads and loads of chats. We had one, if I remember quite rightly, wasn't it, about what the best biscuit in the world was and things like that. Yeah, I do remember that. I do remember that. Yep, that's the one I was talking about. It's absolutely brilliant. Oh, I know, little kitty. It's just what you see. The thing is, it happens to me every year in the winter. I get one cold that just hangs on, and then that's it. Once this is gone, I won't get ill again. There's this very small window for him to be able to dissolve Parliament. But again, Stephen explains that, and in one of the other videos, he actually explains the powers that the king has to dissolve Parliament. It's very interesting to go and listen to people who clearly know what they're doing. Absolutely brilliant. The Labour Party hate him so much. What they call a vote for no. Well, again, I think this might be hanging on for May, and then they can use the, let's be brutally honest, the absolute collapsing of the Labour Party in those elections that they allow, because remember, a lot of them have not been allowed, then, yeah, maybe. Biscuits, pizzas, yeah, we've talked about that. Sweets, old sweets, talked about them as well. Yeah, so, as I said, I've had lupus flare at ages. I'm better now because no access is wrong again. Another sign of how crap our country is. So yeah, so not only do we discuss things, we also, the chat's there for you lot as well, because it's nice to be able to have the chat, which is why I am desperately going to try and make sure that I get at least one live stream a week now. I'm not sure when it'll happen because everything fits in when I can do it. But yeah. So not only is this here for me to talk to you, it's for you to talk to each other. And that's the same with if you subscribe to the channel. Just talk. You'll see on the YouTube there's a link to an email address. If you want me to let other people know your email so you can talk to people, feel free to email me on that and with anything else. Oops. Click the wrong one. Gobsat on my channel. By the way, Martin's got a channel. Go over and subscribe. Some videos of me doing amateur open mics. So yeah, they're good, mate. You're quite good. They are. They're good, mate. They're genuinely good. I you know, fair play to you. I don't think I could stand up in front of a bunch of people and tell jokes, which seems a bit funny considering what I do. Hold on a minute. As I keep it real. And here goes. There you go. There's the link to Martin's channel. Please feel free to pop on over. Good question. What about military coup? Never going to happen because those in charge of the military now are as woke as anything. They don't do shit. And what military? By the time they get around, they're leaving in the droves, people. They really are. They really are. Hello, first time seeing you. Advanced UK's party to vote for. Hello, thy haggis. And I've always said that I'm not sure who I'm going to vote for. I sit here, I look. I know I'm not going to vote for Labour or the Greens or the Conservatives, and I'm not going to vote Reform. So, yeah. But yeah, and the thing is, remember, on this, as long as everybody's respectful, people could come on and say what they think, and that's absolutely great, because the one thing we miss so much in this wonderful country of ours is chat. That's all we do. Yeah, don't forget the milkshakes. Absolutely. 18% on this thing Starmer isn't done. John, wouldn't surprise me. I mean, there are still some poor, deluded people who still believe in it. You can't do anything about it. In fact, that's absolutely cool. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I have a channel, a bit of religion and politics. Well, Sharon, there you go. There's your channel. Now, a lot of people who've recently come to my channel is because that awesome human being called Paz49 did another shout out, and that's what helped sort of keep going. It's the second time he's done it to me, and the second time he's really, really helped. So if people know channels, anyone in the chat who's got a channel, I think it becomes our moral duty to go and support each other in their channels. Genuinely, I do. I've got 3 years to decide, no rush. Well, you never know. But as I said, I can't be certain what to say at the moment. Any case, stranded cord. That's probably what I'd like to see as well. Really, genuinely, I would. That has a good chance, but whether it'll happen or not. Ant said there'd be a coup d'etat in South happened again in red, but well, that wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me. It's yeah, Paz is a great lad. If you've never been to Paz's channel, which I would imagine most of you have, British Paz 49, go to that channel. The guy produces awesome content, and he genuinely tries to help support people who talk the same, do these sort of videos and that. It's a great, and that's something that not a lot of us should do, and we should. We do get a lot of people saying, "Oh, we're sticking the knife in," and this. No, we should support each other. You know, it's absolutely great. Yeah, he's a great bloke, Jeff. You know. Well, thy haggis, I also be a vet. So yeah. Thing is with veterans, ex-military types, it's the sense of humour that we have, and the fact that we just get on because we've all felt it, we've all seen it. If there was a general election, who would you vote for? Reform UK or Advance UK? If you put me on the spot right now, Advance. I don't want to vote for Reform purely because Reform is now full of the same people who've spent 14 years getting us in the shit that we are now. And the recent video why I have serious doubts on Nigel. Yeah, there's the link. Thank you, Dante. You're doing a cracking job today. There's a link to Paz's channel. If you want to just pop on over, if you've not, I mean, most, I would imagine nearly all of you here are Paz's. Yeah, Paz's a legend. Yeah, Paz's brilliant. Absolutely. They are Conservatives 2.0, and I've been saying that for quite a while now. Yes, I remember that happening. It also Clown World YouTube Clown World, Whitey Clown World. He's another great YouTuber. Lives in the Midlands. He got kicked out as well. You have to hold back on the dark humour. The civvies don't get it. They really don't, and they just look at you as if you're the sickest human being on the planet. But yeah, you really do have to hold back. People are like, yeah, I think we've all experienced that stare you get from everybody else in the pub when you know what you really. They don't get it. They really don't. Really shouldn't have it. He's still in charge of the country. Yeah, well, and what he's been doing to the Iraqi ones as well, which I covered in the video. Yeah, they kicked him out. They didn't even let him in. Really, they stopped him. So that no reason to leave, I suppose. Hello, everybody. The two YouTubers on point actually give these solutions. Scouse Oracle and Clive M. Edwards. There you go. Awesome. Farage wouldn't trust him as far as could throw him. I mean, I got quite a bit of flack in private things about doing that video I did about Nigel, but it's just pointing out the person. And in reality, I think that things like that should always be done for everybody who wants to stand for a leader. They should be actively criticised. Mate, as long as you're not a crab, they're not military. No, ex-Fusilier, mate. Only joking on level. Clown World, he's brilliant. Absolutely love him. Owen Jones says 820. The left worry me. Well, you know what it is. So here we go. There you go. There's the Scouse Oracles channel. Thank you, Dante. Do another great one. PD Rich is joining in with Clown World YouTube. There you go. That's all there as well. So if you want to watch these videos back, so there's the Scouse Oracle and Clown World's YouTube channel. PD Rich and Dante earning their money today. Owen Jones is a drip. Yeah, he's a waste of space. Totally agree, mate, but he don't give a shit. Here's the link to Mr. Edwards' channel if you want to go and take a look over there. Much appreciated. Starmer will go down the worst province. Hello, Tidy. Time nice to see you, mate. Worst province. We have absolutely 100%. That's his moment in. That's his part of history, right there, right then. Starmer is a robot. Apparently, I hear that robots are now complaining that they're being referred to as Starmers. They don't like it, apparently. 2 floor cleaners for really registered letters of disappointment have been associated with Starmer. They don't like it. You know, please leave the robots alone. Stop calling them Starmers. They really don't like it. You know, let's stand up for the robots. Stop it. It's not the robots' fault. It really isn't. Forgotten what you've. Well, you will do, PD Rich. It's another place. Good night, all. Nice to find your channel. Look forward to hanging out again. Take care, all. Thank you, Stranded Cord. Excuse me, Jesus Christ. And I don't smoke. It sounds like I smoke about 8 a day. I just don't. But thank you very much for joining us. And in fact, looking at the time right now, because I try and keep these about an hour long, I think it's time to knock this one on the head. Starmer bot 5. Stop it, Lee. It's not the robot's fault. If this dictatorship any prime minister has too much power, they should have power to call elections, dissolve parliament. That should be the monarchy under conditions. Absolutely agreed. No one likes Starmer. Apparently, everybody does. There are some deluded people out there who still genuinely believe he's a great leader. No, I'm being serious. I mean, there must either be, yeah, absolutely through universities, except Rem Boys. Oh, Rem Boys like him because he pays well. I am going to. Right then, I'm going to bring this one to a close. I hope you enjoyed it. You've been awesome as usual. We've had a good bunch of people watching. We've had some new names. If you're new here, thank you so much for joining us. If you're a new subscriber to the channel, again, thank you so much. Welcome to the community. Welcome to us all. Oh, now I've put that up, I'm going to have to apologise like ITV, aren't I? So, thank you so much. Welcome. It's glad to be back. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, Monty Mark. Oh, well, if you've been out, fair play to you. Hope you had a great cracking night. Hope you enjoyed yourself, genuinely. Really do. Yeah, take care. Thank you, Dante, for all your links, and you, PD Rich. Good night, everybody. And with that, I am actually going to leave you with Mandy, the song. And, yeah, just enjoy this, if it plays, of course. So, until the next one.
I remember all my life, falls raining down as cold as ice, shadows of a lord, a face in Epstein's files, leaking in the night. The night goes into morning, just another day. Tourists grilling my way, looking in their eyes, see a memory. I never realized how you spun things for me. Oh man, well you came and you lied without breaking, but I sent on the edge.